The decorations are out, and you know what that means. The holidays are just around the corner. So let's talk about how to spend credit in the smart way for Smart Money Monday. We have Tony DeSanctis. He's the Senior Vice President and Credit Card Manager for Bank of Hawaii. And why don't we just get right started? What's the thing to think about when you're using credit during the holidays?
So I think there's really three things. The first is the convenience. You want to think about how simple things are and making sure you don't want to carry a lot of cash around with you. Not only that, but when you're making online purchases and even purchases at a store, you don't want to be in a situation where you use cash. It's always good to have that protection that comes with using a credit card.
Are there certain promotional offers at this time of year that you might be able to take advantage of?
Yeah, so that's the second thing is I like to look around and see what opportunities are out there. There's a lot of times there's low interest rates you can take advantage of and get a little bit more time to pay your holiday bills coming into the January. You don't really want to have to come up with all that money right off the bat. And then the rewards and points that come along with it is another thing I like to think about. When you're buying gifts for other people, it's nice to earn some points so you can actually get something for yourself. It's sort of like giving yourself a Christmas gift. So.
Okay, and then also when you're using a credit card, it's good to think about, it's a good way to track what you buy too, right?
Yeah, you definitely, the biggest thing you want to make sure of is you want to make sure you've got a plan, right? You want to, it's easy to get in trouble and you want to be careful when you're using credit, so you want to be very deliberate and have it all laid out so that when you're using credit, you've got it tracked and you know exactly how much you're spending, and you can check it online with most of your credit cards to see where you're at relative to your budget and stay on budget, because sometimes people have a tendency to overuse credit, so you just want to be really careful in that space.
For me, I always lose the receipts, so credit cards are actually a good way for me to track things and then return them, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And with a credit card, you get that extra verification, as well as, like I said, when you're making online purchases and things like that, you get a lot of protections associated with that. So you definitely credit's the way to go when you're making your holiday purchases.
Yeah, but you got to be careful with credit, right? I mean, there's a lot of things to buy during the holidays.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think it's important that you use that credit card as your budgeting tool, right? You can go online every day, check your status, make sure you're spending, but spending responsibly. You don't want to overdo it.
All right, so some good advice from Tony DeSanctis, the Senior Vice President and Credit Card Manager for Bank of Hawaii. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Grace Lee in Kahala Mall for Hawaii News Now.